Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. In this series, we will learn few legal terminologies used in the law of contract. Let me introduce you to our team members. My name is Izyan Farhana binti Zulkarnain. We have Madam Wan Fatimah Hanun binti Wan Muhammad Safardin, Miss Umi Farhani binti Firdaus, Miss Nur Farhani binti Samasu, and the last one, Sir Nurul Akmal bin Roslan. Let us start with the first terminology, which is contract. So, what is a contract? Contract is a binding agreement between two or more persons or parties, one legally enforceable. From this definition, we can see that there must be parties to the contract, and the parties promise to do something in return for a valuable benefit known as consideration. In our daily life, we enter into different types of contract. For example, when we eat in a restaurant or when we get into a bus to travel. Next, we move to the second terminology, which is offer. Offer is a specific proposal to enter into an agreement with another. It is essential to form an enforceable contract. For example, Tiara offers to sell her leather handbag to Hanim for 120 ringgit Malaysia. In Tiara's case, offers to sell her leather handbag is a specific proposal made by Tiara to Hanim. Next, we move to acceptance. Acceptance is an agreeing, either expressly or by conduct to the act or offer of another, so that a contract is concluded and the parties become legally bound. For example, Radiman offers to buy Aiman's watch for 700 ringgit Malaysia. Aiman agrees. When Aiman agrees, it shows that he accepts Radiman's offer, and as a result, there is a contract between Radiman and Aiman. The next terminology is offerer. Who is an offerer? Offerer is a person or entity who makes a specific proposal to another, the offeree, to enter into a contract. For example, Ricky offers to sell his iPhone 12 to Alvin for 1,000 ringgit. In this situation, who is the offerer? It's Ricky. He is the one who makes the proposal. The next terminology we have is offeree. Offeree is a person or entity to whom an offer to enter into a contract is made by another, the offerer. For example, Muhammad offers to decorate Ad-Din's house for 5,000 ringgit. In this situation, Ad-Din is the offeree. The next terminology is consideration. Consideration is a benefit which must be bargained for between the parties. Consideration is normally something which has a monetary value in the eyes of law. The example we have here is Atira offers to sell her car to Shakila for 25,000 ringgit Malaysia. Shakila agrees to pay 25,000 ringgit Malaysia for the car offered by Atira. In this situation, Atira's benefit or consideration is the amount of 25,000 ringgit, and Shakila's benefit or consideration is the car. The next one we have competent to contract. It is able to understand and execute a document, meaning that the person reached the age of majority, sound mind, and not disqualified from contracting by any law. In this situation, minors or drunken persons are not competent to enter into contracts. The next one we have free consent. So, it is voluntarily agree to an act or proposal of another. For example, Shah purchased a house to be constructed by Farley Development Sendirian Berhad. He signed a sale and purchase agreement at 300,000 ringgit Malaysia. Later on, Shah was forced to pay additional 50,000 ringgit Malaysia under the threat by Farley Development Sendirian Berhad to cancel his booking. In this situation, the additional 50,000 ringgit Malaysia was coercion and not made voluntarily. The next one we have a valid contract. So, what is a valid contract? It is an agreement that can be enforced by law. In this situation and under this terminology, if the agreement fulfills all elements of a contract, the agreement is considered as a valid contract. So, the person must fulfill all the terms and conditions of the contract. The last terminology we have for this series is void contract. What is a void contract? It is a null contract or a contract which has no legal force or effect. For example, a contract which is entered into by someone who is not mentally competent, such as a person with mental illness, or another situation is contracts involving illegal subject matter. These are the references for our presentation. And that's all for this series. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope to see you again in the next series.